Hello there. Today I'd like us to practice one specific pronunciation tip. And I say it's very little because it's the pronunciation of one specific letter. And I know what you're probably thinking. A letter? Really? Well, yes, because it makes a huge difference even if you can't tell. And it's the pronunciation of the letter D. In English, there is no soft D. There's only a hard D. In case you didn't know, there are 3 types of Ds out there in languages. There's a soft D, a hard D, and what is known as the Danish D. Now, the hard D is what you use in English, whereas the soft D is what we use in Spanish, and the Danish D, of course, is only used in Danish. So it's very common that when Spanish speakers speak English, they use the Spanish D, which is the soft D, and it makes the words in English sound different, and the same thing happens vice versa. English speakers use the hard D when speaking Spanish, and things sound different. So, what's the difference between the soft D and the hard D? Well, let's take a word that is spelled exactly the same in English and in Spanish, which is the name David, yeah? Now, in English, you use the hard D, which is David. See, it's the David, right? Well, I'm not going to teach you what the English D sounds like. Now, the Spanish D is a soft D. And for the soft D, listen to David in Spanish, or how a Spanish speaker would pronounce David in English without knowing the sound of the hard D would be David, yeah? Now, see how things change? David. So, of course, it's not going to change the word in itself, but we're here to perfect your Spanish. So, this is a way to perfect your Spanish as well. Because no matter how much you perfect your accent, if you don't put the soft D instead of the hard D, you will always sound Anglo. So, how do we pronounce the soft D? We put the tongue right between our teeth, yeah? The, yeah? Not the, because the hard D in English doesn't show the tongue, but in Spanish it does. The, yeah? David, dama, dar, disolver, Dinamarca, devolver, denominar, dolor, dividir, Daniel. Well, I think you've got quite a few examples there. You can go to your local dictionary and practice all the soft Ds as you can. I'd like us to read 2 sentences, which probably won't make much sense, because the idea here is just to notice how a whole sentence sounds different if you're using the soft D in English or the hard D in Spanish. Yes, I said it upside down, because this is exactly what I want us to notice, how the hard D, which belongs to the English language, makes a sentence sound not completely different, but it does make it sound a bit odd in Spanish, and how the soft D used in English makes the full sentence sound odd. Yeah? Let's go with the example. Now, the sentence... Okay, ready? The sentence is this one. David se dirige a Madrid, donde se hospeda Daniel. Yeah? Shall we go again? David se dirige a Madrid, donde se hospeda Daniel. Yeah? Now, how would this sound if we used the hard D? I'm going to have a little trouble saying it like this. David se dirige a Madrid, donde se hospeda Daniel. See, it sounds completely different. It sounds like you have a cold, like you have a runny nose or something like that. I don't know. Now let's change it. Let's use a sentence in English and pronounce it with a soft D. The sentence is this one. David and Dolores don't drive to Madrid because they detest it. Yeah? Let's pronounce it with a soft D. David and Dolores don't drive to Madrid because they detest it. See? It sounds completely different. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching. Share, subscribe, please like, and of course, thanks a lot for watching again. Stay tuned for more. See you in the next video. Bye.